coming in for check day 2 on the beaver sets. It's not looking good. I mean, weather-wise, we have about a 30 to 40 mile an hour wind and rain moving in. So I'll get on down and check the sets pretty quick. Hopefully we got something. But after yesterday, I pretty much, yeah. If I have 3 today, I'll call it a success. And I pulled 8 out of these colonies yesterday. Had I think 3 or 4 misses. And let's just see what the day brings. I'm gonna get down and start checking sets. I've got no activity on set 1. I can see the trap bedded where it was. Move over here and check set number 2. But it was bad windy last night, bad windy. And starting to sprinkle rain. We got rain coming in, but it's supposed to clear out of here and be nice tomorrow. So I'm gonna move around here and see if I made a catch in this set. But first set checked of the morning, nothing. We'll check number 2. Well, set number 2 had a little activity, but it didn't set the trap off. They managed to kick the trap off the shelf out into deeper water. But I did throw a little more caster lure on it and move the trap up closer. I'm gonna go back and tighten the anchor up out here in deep water and move on down to set number 3. I've got nothing on that set either. Yeah, no good. But I'm gonna move back up in there and recheck it because looks like something had been there. I'll get in there and rework that set a little. Looks like something stepped on one of the jaws and the trap semi flipped up. I can see, yeah, I can see one of the jaws. I can see one of the jaws out of the water. That ain't good. So it did get stepped on, but I'm gonna recast the snot out of that. That is the way I found it. You see the jaws sticking up out of the water. I guess the dog side of the trap got stepped on, didn't set it off. And some activity up here on this caster mound. So I'm going to rebed the trap, put some more caster on it, hope the rain don't wash it all off. But this one had a visitor, just didn't watch the wind is rough. The set had a visitor, just didn't make a catch. They're here, it's just a matter of time. I think that the wind and the rain kept everything from moving. Caster mound right there, nothing disturbed. I had a catch here yesterday. I set modified number 3, 4-coiled, dogless. But I'm gonna add a little more caster. As soon as this rain stops, these things, they're gonna have to move. But right there's the trap still bedded on the bottom. Have had nothing fired, no takers so far. Fixing to get over into the lily pad part of the swamp, and that's, if I got any catches in those sheltered coves, that's where it's gonna be. I think the weather kept them in last night, whatever was left. But I'll re-dope this caster mound and keep moving. Well, it's just a little kitten beaver. If I had a way to let this little sucker go, I'd let him go. These hubcap size. This wind is terrible. But we're on the board. He's not very big. If I had a way to turn you loose, buddy, I'd turn you loose, but I don't. He's not huge. He's about the size of a Nutria. I'll get him dispatched. We'll take a look, but we are on the board. Well, once I got him hauled in the boat, he's a little bigger than he looked. But he's probably only about 20 pounds, maybe. But it's a fresh beaver. I had to dispatch it. It's gonna be a great one for the barbecue. Yep, and he's almost black, so he's probably the kid off that big female I caught in here. He was probably out looking for mama. But I'll get the set remade and probably pick up another one here. This wind and the storm needs to let up because it's rough trying to paddle into the wind and through this slop. But I'm gonna get the caster mound right here remade. But it's 2 days in a row this set's hit. And if the weather clears, everything's gonna come out and move again. But we are on the board. It's just last year's kit, maybe a 20-pounder. I'm gonna get the set remade and keep moving. Just making sure all the sets are re-doped. I mean, we got some rain, we got some more rain coming in, but just as soon as this rain breaks and gets out of here, it's gonna light up like a Christmas tree again, I think. But so far, not looking too good. Well, one's better than none, but I've got some lure to put on it. Keep moving down. Hopefully, on the others around the corner, hopefully we got another big one. We'll find out in a minute. Well, nothing on that set. I think the rain and the wind just kept everything in their dens last night, pretty much. But that set's still right where I put it. I'm gonna move down. Still crossing my fingers that we got something bigger somewhere. Got nothing on that set, but anything moves, it's in trouble. I did put a little more, castor lure on it and wet it in. Made sure I had the trap bedded good right where I needed it to be. If anything moves tonight, it's in trouble. But I'll give it a couple days and see if it lights up like a Christmas tree again. If not, I'll pull out of here and go hit another spot. Well, this one might have done some good. I had a miss here yesterday and things look pretty shredded. To me, it's a telltale indication of a catch. You get up here and all the grass and vegetation and everything is just giblets. We'll find the cable and see if we've held on to it, but the trap's not in its bed, so crossing my fingers we held on to whatever we got. But I mean, you can just see everything is shredded. Everything is all the vegetation is torn all to pieces. There was a struggle here, so I'll get the set pulled in. Let's see if we held on to it. Well, I do have my hands on a beaver tail. Feels pretty good size, but he has about 200 pounds of this stuff. Well, he ain't that big, but he's got about 200 pounds of this stuff wadded up with him. It'll take me a while to pick it out, and we'll see what we got. Well, I did get beaver number 2 in the boat. He's just a 2-year-old, but hey, here's a catch. I still got to get the salad bar off the cable and get up here and get the set remade because it'll catch again. See, the first night I had a miss on this, second night I have a catch. Just the 2 beavers so far, but this set will hit again. It's just too active. But yeah, I'm gonna have to sit here a while and get that off the cable. We'll get that set remade and keep moving. That's it. Remake on the set. I have put a little more Alpha Delta castor lure up on it. There's their territorial mound. I'll put that log right there as fencing. I do have the trap bedded right in there on their approach to the mound. They're coming up here now. That wasn't that way, but either way, this area right here is a no BS beaver extreme bedded right in the bullseye. So any beaver coming up through here, coming up through here, coming up through here to put mud on the mound will hit that trap. I'll get over to the other colony. I only got about 4 more sets to check, but that's a big difference between last year's kitten and a 2-year-old. Hopefully we got an adult somewhere. I'm getting to the one where I put the little castor mound right here on the lodge. I don't see the trap in the bed. I'm gonna fish around, find the cable, see if we've got this one. Hopefully. But the little mound I made is squashed, and a lot of this vegetation out here is kind of shredded and chewed up. Roots exposed, stems cut, so maybe we got it. We'll find out in a minute. Well, there's a pretty good one. Glad to have it. So, makes beaver number 3 of the morning. I'm going to get up here, get this set remade, because it'll catch again. I mean, usually when I make a caster mound on their lodge, it don't work out so well, but I got this one. It's pretty good size. Not a big one, but hey, slow day. I'm happy to get anything. Beaver number 3. Well, nothing on that mound. Just a good look about how I got them set. Got it bedded right up in front of that caster mound right here. You see the cable, hopefully, running along the bottom out in the deep water. Hopefully we'll have a visitor tonight. But move down. I do believe I have another trap missing right here. I hadn't found it yet, but we'll find the cable and go fishing. See if we've got something else. But yep, we'll find out in a minute. There's beaver number 4, and I think there's only one more set to go check after this, but I figured a good day would be 3. I wound up with 4 so far. Looked like I might have a catch on the last set, but I'll get this one stored behind me, get the set remade, and I'll take a look at it. But it's just a small, simple caster mound I made between 2 of their mounds, and it had a good approach ramp for them to target, so it's working. I'll get this and reset and move down. Oh well, that's why I wanted to get the Nutria out of here before I come in and get the beaver. Look what the thing did to my beaver set. He's digging, half that island is gone. But they are fairly aggressive. Not as aggressive as a muskrat, but they will. See where he's hooked. He's underneath there. Let me get him dispatched, and I want to remake that set, but he didn't leave me a whole lot of options. I'm gonna have to get creative. Big Nutria. Well, medium size Nutria, but it's another fur for the shed. Well, the Nutria tore the whole face out of this little island, but it's got eye appeal. But they had another little takeout ramp right here. I have taken some of my Alpha Delta, put it up here, and I'm going to let it water in as it rains. It's going to create a new usable scent marked trail for them to use. And I bedded the trap right here in about 6 inches of water, trying to avoid these little Nutria rats. But hey, fur's a fur, catch is a catch. See you back at the boat ramp. Well, not the quality I had yesterday, but there's 3 really nice beaver right there. Last year's kitten, I'd say 2 2-year-olds a kitten, and 1 that's barely adult. But you'll know more about it when you start removing the casters. 2-year-olds and under, all they're going to find in them is shells. They don't really have the caster glands full. And everybody's favorite, the Nutria. But 5 catches, still not a bad day for the weather we've had. But I'm gonna load up and get out of here.